Xander, Maddox, you go one-on-one with Tone Felix. Be honest, I've been looking forward for this for quite some time. You're a little shifty in the ring, but don't worry, I'm just a little bit wet.
A little bit wet. A little shifty in the ring? I appreciate that. You know, I'm not going to bad mouth you, but I wish you luck.
Wish you luck too, discount joker. All right.
And we tearing down this place off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face, baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the ambassador of the World Wrestling Network, Trevin Adams, joined by fully gimmicked own Zach Romero. Welcome to WWN Proving Ground.
Trevin, thrilled to be here, calling the action here with you at Proving Ground, and I am super psyched to see Tone Felix here in action. I know he's coming up from an unfortunate loss to the former Cruiserweight champion, but we start anew. It's a new chapter, and the future may be here for Felix.
And his opponent,
Of course, Xander Maddox, definition of opportunity. Man who's been impressive here in WWN Proving Ground, but you got to think, Zach, a win tonight against Tone Felix would help set things in motion for Xander Maddox in the WWN and ACW Cruiserweight division.
Oh, 100%. That's exactly what this match is all about. It may not officially be number one contendership, but this is 100% that first step forward you want to really start getting on the right people's radar to get back in that conversation about Cruiserweight Championship.
Yeah, and of course, Xander Maddox calls himself the real X Factor, where real means R, risk taker, E, energetic, A, athletic, L, legendary everywhere he goes. Well, we're going to see how legendary he is right now as he ties up with Tone Felix.
Nothing better to really stack up a great, nickname or great moniker more than hitting others in your peers in your weight class. Again, the Cruiserweight Championship last episode changed hands, huge shockwaves, and now the immediate follow-up question is, well, now who wants it? Now who's hungry to get in that title division?
You got to think the ECW Cruiserweight Champion Brian Atomic watching closely, but can't be watching too closely. He'll be defending his championship later on in this very episode of WWN Proving Ground against Samuel C. But here in this moment right now, Xander Maddox in control, has the wrist control on Tone as Tone tries to roll through, and in fact does get in control here and forcing the pin.
Wow.
Not a long pin, but still an impressive sequence there, Zach.
No kidding. The athleticism from both these men right out of the gate here, incredibly impressive. And that combination into the pin, beautiful.
when it comes to Tone, this is a guy that grew up on football, track, weightlifting. He was a running back in D3 college football. Of course, translating that athleticism now here into professional wrestling. And I think when you look at Tone Felix, this is a guy who's a bit introverted, keeps to himself. But when he gets into the ring, I mean, you can see Tone just starts to soar. And that shoulder tackle right there taking down Xander Maddox. Is that a little cockiness on the face of Tone Felix?
You flash back to on the football field. It's a situation where you get a good tackle, you feel yourself for a minute there. You know you got to get to the next play, but you feel yourself for a minute. So I think we're seeing a little bit of that personality here.
Tone has impressed at WWN Proving Ground. But Xander Maddox, the years of experience advantage, 4 years to Tone's 1.5, and there's some definite confidence coming on the face here of Xander Maddox.
Oh yeah, Xander Maddox definitely his own hype man here, but great cover.
Don't forget, we talked about this before, Xander Maddox, a state winner in Olympic wrestling. He was number 1 in his district, number 1 regional, top 3 in counties. And this is a guy that, from the perspective of, oof, what a forearm there. I was going to say, from the perspective of translating that to the professional wrestling ring, we've definitely seen where Xander Maddox can go. And having the tutelage, great job there by Tone Felix putting on the brakes, and the chop block takes down Xander Maddox.
These two have been absolutely putting all of it in the ring for this match. Trevin, you know me, I am thrilled to the gills to see this level of athleticism and drive in this cruiserweight division. And now, we're looking to put the brakes on somebody.
And Tone methodically going after the knee of Xander Maddox. And finally, not letting go. I was going to say, finally, perhaps going into a submission, but no, Tone still applying and putting the pain there in the leg of Xander Maddox. So you can see Xander trying to get to the ropes.
Desperation trying to get to that bottom rope. And Trevin, you put it perfectly. Both these competitors coming from different athletic backgrounds, but we both know professional wrestling is a different animal altogether. And it's about cardio, it's about toughness, it's about seizing every opportunity. And both these guys are really pushing each other to the limit here.
Tone definitely has targeted the leg here of Xander Maddox and continues the attack. And now the pin. The 2 count only, but smart offense here by Tone Felix. Arguably Xander Maddox the faster of the two, and look at all the weight there on the ankle. Things are getting a little vicious coming from Tone Felix.
Yeah, this started as somewhat of a friendly sort of back and forth here. We saw a little bit of trash talk or almost trash talk beforehand, but still fairly respectable. But now this thing's getting a little down and dirty. However, I can't help but notice flashbacks to perhaps the strategy of one Brian Atomic, who absolutely destroyed one of the, appendages of Alex Todd, former champion, in order to get that victory. So maybe we have other people in this weight class kind of taking notes of how the champion got stuff done.
And now we're seeing signs of life from Xander to Maddox, but Maddox limping across the ring, and to the point you just made, Zach, that damage done to the leg, oh goodness. Maddox just crumples getting tossed across the ring.
You saw him as soon as he put weight down on that bad wheel, he completely fell apart here. And you got to think scrambling, just trying to come up with where do I go from here? I'm a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest, literally. Where do we go from here? And so now it comes down to A, how much does he want this victory and get on the trail towards the championship? B, how much is he thinking about the future? His whole career could be resting on this if he sustains a serious injury.
You see Tone continuing to go back for the ankle, but the enziguri connects from Maddox. The question, though, is can Maddox get any kind of momentum here while on those bad wheels, trying to get adrenaline flowing? We're seeing a little bit of a rally. And that heel kick.
Again, adrenaline flowing. He's going on all cylinders here, but once that adrenaline runs out, can he make the next move? That's what the question is. That's what separates the challenger from future champions.
How much additional damage is being done to those legs, ankle, etc. And now that springboard into the crossbody does connect. Now the pin. 2 count only. But I got to ask again, Zach, what damage has Xander done to himself choosing this type of offense. And it just honestly may be what Xander's used to doing. You know, in your junior in your career, you have a certain playbook, and when you're forced to change it,
absolutely becomes a struggle. You're 100% correct. He went back to what he knew, but unfortunately you can't put all that pepper on that. However, roll up.
Through to the pin, but the counter by Tone, and Tone took the ropes. What?
Wow.
Definitely not what I expected to see from Tone Felix.
What started as, respect, these two looking to really kind of make a name of themselves, has quickly devolved into a different side of Tone than I think we were expecting. And perhaps, I'll say it like this. I'll say it as politely as I can. Sometimes when you're first starting out, you got to be your own hype team, and you got to put yourself first. And so we're seeing that here by hook or by crook.
It's interesting because usually Xander Maddox has been the one we've seen willing to bend some rules. It was the exact opposite here tonight, but let's hear from Michael James and Tone Felix.
First off, it wasn't somewhat. It was a superior match. That's what it was. Secondly, I don't eyes on anyone. They can beat so much in superior time. All of my opponents are inferior, and all these fans are inferior just like soon. Championship gold, and that will be Tone Felix peace.
Tone Felix, your winner tonight.
Some attitude coming from Tone Felix here. I got to reiterate, not what I expected to hear from Tone Felix, Zach.
They're not superior. They never was, they never will be.